Greg Piper, and I belong to RockNRoll Rehab, the 12-step program for the control of rock and roll. Right, that'll never happen. Now, I've done some crazy things in my life to try to make it big and famous, but it never happened. We've tried all kinds of things to make it, to get the world to know about us. We released Paper Cuts magazine, the Illustrated Lyrics magazine, where it had comics and a CD, actually a record of our music. But I'm not alone. I got many friends. In fact, the world is full of musicians that never made it. And we're gonna be talking to a few of them today, as well as my daughter, who's 19, and I think she's got the music bug in her too.
Hope I find things that last, 'cause yesterday's gone.
It might be hereditary. We will find out. Next to me here I have Mr. Don Butler, also known as Tone Man. Tell our friends out here, how old were you when you first got into rock and roll, and why are you still doing it now?
I think I was about 10 or 11, and I saw Scotty Moore playing with Elvis. But then, you know, like the rest of us, the Beatles came along in '64, and still took me a couple more years to talk my parents into letting me have a guitar.
So you have a lot of guitars in your collection, right?
Yeah, some might say too many.
Well, how many is too many?
About 35.
How do you make a living these days? What are you doing musically?
Well, I'm playing with the really great John Lennon impersonator in a show called Just Imagine.
It doesn't matter whether you've made it or not. You were part of rock and roll culture, pop culture. You were there just like anybody else. And we're here to tell your story. Now, speaking of groupies, isn't that one of the reasons you got into rock and roll? I mean, tell us some of your bizarre stories in the past that you think people would like to hear about.
My wife's in the next room.
Now, there are many artists and musicians who never made it, but who are still addicted to rock and roll. And every week, we're gonna tell a unique story about some of these artists, and believe me, they are very interesting, stuff you would not believe. Does your dog ever give you that look?
He always gives me a look. That look.
So this is Greg Piper with RockNRoll Rehab, the 12-step program, as I already said, for the control of rock and roll. And thank you very much for listening, and I hope to see you again.